Hey everybody, John with Owl, and behind me is a Sprinter van. I know, you've never seen one of those before. This customer is excited because he is getting some AlphaRex Nova headlights. In fact, my esteemed colleague Noah over here has just unboxed them. And if you have not seen these lights in person, not only do they work fantastically well, but they are beautiful. Allow me to unbag this. This is the sought after 4-beam Nova Alpha Black. These things put out so much light, it's ridiculous. So we're going to go through an install today, and I've actually never installed these. Now, swapping headlights is not exactly a super difficult job when it comes to the various things that happen on a Sprinter, but we're going to walk you through DIYing this if you want. You do have to aim the headlights at the end. So you want to start out by backing up or pointing your vehicle at a wall, turning on the headlights, and then marking on that wall with some tape, basically where your headlights are shining, the top of them, and then mark the place on the ground where your tires were. If you're going to move the van when you do the work, finish the work. When you put the new headlights in, you can adjust them to be in the same exact spot. So now we're going to watch as the team that is much better with a wrench is going to pull these headlights out. These are the stock halogen headlights. They look, they're the budget headlight. The LEDs are pretty cool, but the halogens have got to go. So we're starting out by removing the fender liner. I'm going to walk around and film here. So he popped a push rivet that was holding that bumper on and then pulled the bumper out. And this is going to release the bumper. You don't need to take the bumper off. And you can see this has a CA tuned bumper on it or a Pismo. You can leave those on when you're doing the headlights. You know, Noah, it's much easier to film and watch someone else work than to hold the camera and do the work at the same time. So now we're going to remove the grill. There are 3 bolts, 1, 2, 3, and then there's a number of snaps disconnecting the LP6s. Okay, so those screws come out. Those are Torx again. Disconnecting the headlight. Where did that go? So there's your headlight pins. You're going to want to depress this latch while you pull back on the pin connector. And then you've got what he's taking out on the other side are these bolts that hold the headlights in. In fact, this one's already loose. So is this one. All right, so removing the headlight is this screw, or bolt, if you will, Torx there. There's 2 on top and 2 on the bottom. There's 1 there and then 1 way in there. So once you get those 4 bolts out and the back disconnected, you can take out the stock halogens. I took that off to make it look pretty for the camera. So of course, installation of the light is just the reverse of removal. So you put those 4 Torx back in, 2 top, 2 bottom. I asked Noah to stop halfway through because you have a factory halogen right there and you have an AlphaRex Nova Alpha Black. I got that right. On that side. And we're going to flip these on and show you the difference in how bright they are. So we'll start over here. So it's always very, very hard to see what light looks like on camera, but already you can see, if I bring this down, the brightness of that compared to that. Again, that and that. Now I'm going to show you it on this van. I'm going to move this stuff because it's projecting onto this van behind me. So right here you can even see the crispness of the AlphaRex. I'll take this box off. Okay, look how the AlphaRex is spread nice and wide across here and how much that lights up that visible area. And then look over here. It's kind of like a blotch right there. It's real hot in the middle and really tapers off very, very quickly. And so it's essentially more of a spotlight as opposed to the AlphaRex. It has a much wider beam. So when you're driving at night, you're going to see a lot better. And see how it cuts off really cleanly? That's going to keep it out of the eyes of other drivers as opposed to something that just fades off. So I thought it was a cool opportunity to show you the difference between the factory halogens and the 4-beam AlphaRexes. Not to mention how friggin' good they look. Oh, look at that, making it dance. And one of the things I really like is just the deep black color of the light where there isn't the beams, or the lenses, I should say. Now you're just pressing the bumper back into its snaps, and then you put the pop rivets back in, and the 2 bolts that you took out that are kind of vertical straight down behind the grill. Ratchet there. Reinstalling the 3 screws that hold the grill on, and then obviously those snaps along the edge just snap right back in place. And if you do happen to break a snap, which I've done myself, it's really not that big a deal. There's a lot of snaps on this bottom part, and these screws are really what's going to hold it in. Reconnecting the Bajas. I would have forgot to do that. Reconnect the headlight. Yep, that one's connected. Man, that looks good. Both working.
Reinstalling the push rivets.
All right, here we are at the wall of light. So we are aiming them. See how it's going down? There we go. Getting close. Just so we're not blinding other drivers on the road. That bolt right there. Look at that. Perfect setup. We're all done. Thanks, Noah. Look at those beautiful lights.